What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Makaleli. He's looking wide. Oh, important interception. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Iwobi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? And this is Mohamed Salah. Now it's Batistuta. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And Bebeto! A Bebeto beauty! About as smooth as it gets.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Lille have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rafinha. Nicely aimed pass. Lille applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Disappointed with that. Ambitious ball here. Can he latch on to this? And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Beckham with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri, Rafinha, Azar, Bebeto. Lille do have a chance to counter here. Driving forward. Bebeto! He's got away with one there. Strongly challenged there. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Iwobi Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Odo is always looking to play quality balls. Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. Ooh, perfectly measured. And Bebeto! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lille are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That has been cut short. Bebeto. Iwobi. Now it's Pedri. It's a really well-measured ball. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bebeto. This is Batistuta. Belletti. And the first half is done. How would you review the first half?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Changement en cours.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Hangs in across. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That's a little off target. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That's Bebeto. And it's Pedri. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That is good strength. Oh, easy pickings there. Iwobi.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Hazard. He's got away. Oh, lovely feeding is such a decent chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that has put paid to that. And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Odo gets good distance on it. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Linton, Rafinha. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Hazard. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Bebeto! Oh, crossbar! Belletti. Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the space here. Great chance! Goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. That was easy. It's full on! He's put his foot right through that one. Just about up to 75 minutes. Searching pass he's played there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And this is Iwobi. Linton. Oh, this looks sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's picked his way through. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Linton providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! No joy, but a decent try. Belletti.
Inter are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he was quick to react. Lille clearly now in lead preservation mode. That has ended up in no man's land. It's Bebeto, and that has left him in a heap. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Forlan, over to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
So that's it, it is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Now it's Raul. Bebeto. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Camavinga, Zubimendi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Swept in. Makaleli, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Araujo does well to get it back. Mbappe. Rafinha. And Makaleli. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. It's Makaleli. Bebeto. Camavinga. It's Bebeto. He's had it taken off him. Sending in numbers sharp and uncompromising.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's DiMarco. Big chance! And he's straight offside. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And there's the clearance. That pass isn't the best. Rafinha. Foot in. And he has been fouled there. That's off target.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Vardiol. And it's Camavinga. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he... Goal! Well, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Taken back almost at once. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Beckham. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. It's not an especially good pass, that. DiMarco. Oh, nicely intercepted. Makaleli.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial. Camavinga! Oh, that was close.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now it's Sorlot. Brilliantly cut out. Makaleli. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23. Beckham. Viene sostituito con il numero 9.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Araujo gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Pedri. That's a good ball. Bebeto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, this is a great position. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's managed to get rid. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well,
chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vicious ball here. Van Dijk spots it and intercept. Could be danger here. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Inter Milan faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15. Numero
Final
4.
checks on the touchline. A change about to
Il
occur.
numero 18.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Guardiola. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, somewhat off target. Great vision. Batistuta. Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that's well seen too. Neither of these two want to come off second best. DiMarco. Zubimendi. Now it's Solot. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? Made into space out wide. And that's a simple one for the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, he's got space here. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Opts to play it back. Raul. Looking for the run. Hazard is onto this. And he's searching through. And he's there to get it away.
Cambio di giocatori.
That should get the job done. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Batistuta. And they're back on the ball again. Chance! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
That is a little undercooked. Probing pass.
Might want to be careful there.
Yamal, he's picked his way through. And he's cleared it back out. Here comes another cross. Bayer claims it without any fuss.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
very well to take that back. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Mbappe! Chance for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pedri. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
We are into overtime. Looking for options for movement. Searching passes played there. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Olise. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop
Hello,
as both
everybody,
sides
and
look to
welcome
clear
to
the
today's
first
match.
hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He's decent chance! It's there! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Mbappe. That's a nicely weighted pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Mbappe! Off the post! Danger averted for now. Koundé attempts a clearance. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Azar. Very nicely done. Mohamed Salah defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Rivaldo. Oh, that's neat. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's having a go! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Tries to get it clear. Haaland looking to add to his goal. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But they've got it again. Mbappe. Azar. Oh, really good feet. Mbappe. James. And it's James. He was quick to react.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's been... And the shot! There it is! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Tunisia get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh no, what has happened here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Here's Hazard.
That was lovely, that.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Hazard. And again! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that has left him in a heap. That's a shade optimistic. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. No, that was never going to make it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Rivaldo. Valverde. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
6, Rivaldo. Coming on to replace him is...
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent.
And a chance! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Vitinha picks it up from the goal kick. That has been cut short. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Indonesia to look. It's roll! is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Swings in a... Oh, smashing header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. Hazard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mbappe. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Lovely, now then. Could be danger here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the defence proved infallible there. Big chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Pinches it off him. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And that was nowhere near his best. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And it's Hazard, looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. And he decides to cross it. Mendes gets rid without sophistication. And this is Hazard. Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Now that's well seen too. It's a good foot in there. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, that's a very... And the shot! Should have equalised.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 10.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Batistuta coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
That looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Turns and goes back. Hazard. And he's there to retrieve it. This is Batistuta. No foul, says the referee. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super find. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ah, he's given it away. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Mbappe!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pedri wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. And claimed it back swiftly. Koundé. And time is up. Indonesia perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area.